I'm glad we're finally off this Oh no, we're back here again. Well, at least it's to finish up some quest stuff, because we have completed quests to turn in, whatnot. So, guess let's do that. Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is PunFood, or just Pun if you prefer, and last time on Pikmin 4, we beat the game a second time. It makes sense when you actually go back. So don't start from here, please. Go back and either watch the whole series, or at least, go to understand, how this game works and ends and whatnot. Anyway, this time, we're just gonna mostly finish up stuff around here, I think. First off, I want to get that ultimate skill. Alright. The ultimate skill. Infinite Rush. Does he even have to charge up? I mean, I guess so, but let's get it. Maxing it out. To that training. Special treat for you. Keep up the good work and remember, no slacking. Well, okay. You're not any different. Okay. But now, we can just, run forever. Yeah. Okay, pretty cool. Let's see what I get for 100%ing every area. All the areas that fat. Just 30... For every area, I get 30 raw materials. That's just one... That's just one... It's just one lightning shot. What? Lame. Hey, bloom a lot of Pikmin flowers. Okay. Are you gonna tell me to bloom more? Yeah. Of course you are. What else? We also have the cave guy. Cave guy. What do I get for investigating every single cave? 30. Like, for doing all these monumental, get it. Oh. Find me in the pit. Oh. Like, for doing all these things that require me to beat the game, all I'm getting is, like, 30 raw material or whatever. What else? I don't want to do you guys. Oh, you guys. You have a quest. Look at that! You collected all the musical treasures. How extraordinary. I plan to dedicate working with these new instruments. That's where the lineup trumpet was? I had to go to the final cave to get this. And so, I mean, I could have gone into the final cave and, like, if I didn't 100% the game, Ochi can run around me, I guess. Okay. Cool. Loui, what do you want? What do you even want, Loui? What are you gonna tell me? Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Find 4 dwarf bulborbs. So I have to go to a cave for that. Going into missions, we, oh, investigate the planet. Oh, that was just, the last thing to do, but I did that on the way. Fit for a feast one. Something hollows. Okay, set the world of bloom. Return to all Pikmin. So we just have these two, and we also have Louie's quests. Well, let's start with you. Every last treasure, I get 50 raw material. Okay. And for every creature, I get 20 raw material. Okay. Now, how do I want to do this? Louie's quest line. Do I want to go do Louie's quest line and then read Louie has commentated on treasures. Okay. Let's at least do all the ones for Schnoz. Anyway, a hoop topped by a stone made of the hardest substance in the universe. A perfect gift to give when making an unbreakable promise. Though I am told this stone can in fact be broken. Perhaps then it's meant as a reminder that no promise is truly unbreakable. Wow. That is, I mean, that's kind of true. No promise is unbreakable. This shiny table is used in a ceremony meant to bring good luck. With money, it works like this. Good luck with money. It works like this. Jump over the table once and make a profit. Jump over it twice and make a fortune. Jump over it thrice and the sky opens and money rains down on you. Or so one hopes, anyway. Interesting. Olfactory sculpture. You can't see the artistry at work here with your eyes, but take a deep breath and your nose will behold the power and beauty at once. One whiff and your heart will light up. Surely this gorgeous olfactory sculpture belongs in an art gallery. Interesting. Princess Pearl. It said a king gave this orb to his beloved daughter and that it contains all the wisdom the princess would need as next ruler of the land. Note, it is not especially flashy. One can assume that's because good leadership is not about flash, but about substance. Not only is this glimmering gem quite beautiful, but the mineral it's composed of is notable for being highly sticky. Often given as a present to a loved one, it represents a bond that is equally adhesive. Step through this glowing blue hoop and you will feel its healing effects almost at once. Exhaustion is gone. Ailments of the heart and body banished. You have but to make the choice to step through it. Is your relationship missing the spark it once had? Are you stuck in a rut with the one you love? This hoop can help. Step through the glowing pink light and feel the passion return. The warmth that shines upon you is sure to remind you of the day you met. Do you ever wish you had good luck? With this hoop, you need not wish. Step through its glowing yellow center and good fortune is sure to follow. Of course, for this to work, it helps if you believed it was going to work in the first place. Okay. Store your valuables in this bag for guarded peace of mind. Of course, it's easier said than done. Its defenses make it impregnable and virtually impossible to break. But that's only a problem if you want to see your possessions ever again. Yeah, I guess so. Feeling down, then simply shake the stick at a dormant tree and its flowers will immediately come to life. You may ask how this is possible, but mysterious and ancient technology is beyond our comprehension. Simply put, it's magic. Let's just leave it at that, shall we? Isn't that just like a flower, like a clip of some kind? Probably. It seems like it. Fascinating item. This item would have been placed between two objects and used to connect them. It's not clear what these objects might have been, but something such as this would have done the job gently and aptly. At least, that's my best guess. What you see here is a cover used to disguise a pit or trap, probably as a way to catch small animals. The people of this planet hunted in groups and used their cunning to develop this system. Another proud example of civilization and its infinite wisdom. We've gotten a lot of those. A round raft meant for a single occupant. It floats using the water's surface tension. Those holes in the middle allow the passenger a delightful glimpse of the water below. Then, again, one might consider plugging those holes if one is worried about the raft taking on water. Yeah. Gift of friendship. Dogs have been our dear and most faithful companions since the dawn of civilization. This necklace represents that ancient and honorable bond, both physically and spiritually. A well-worn necklace such as this is the mark of friendship like no other. The puzzles. This is where the mystery begins. See, it's a fragment of something bigger, yes, a massive photo panel, now broken into pieces. But why? The only way to find out is to put the pieces together again. The clues here tell me this belongs in the top left corner. This is merely one part of a much larger picture. As for why this image was broken into pieces, well, I suspect it's because it needed to be safely transported, perhaps to an art gallery even. Once assembled, I won't be surprised to find a masterpiece. Surely there's a reason this image was broken into fragments. Could it be a treasure map? Did someone split the map into pieces and hide the bits? Is today the day I strike it rich? Ah, perhaps I shouldn't count my fortune before it's found. This mysterious fragment appears to be the top right part of a giant photo. Could it be a picture of a precious moment in time? But why would such a thing be broken into pieces? Was someone trying to hide something? I must see all the pieces. I must know. Do I see a face in this picture fragment? Is that part of a smile I see? No, it couldn't be. Or could it? Oh my, I feel like I'm going to see whatever it is in my dreams. Such a wise eye is staring out at me. Yes, this certainly looks like the face of a deeply intelligent creature, and it's the strangest thing. I feel like I know this animal well, even though I have never seen it before. I hope I get some answers once all the pieces are found. That dark pupil staring out at me, it's as if it can see right through me, through anything and anyone. Surely it has the power to know my deepest secrets. Good thing I don't have anything to hide. No, really, I don't. Okay, stop looking at me like that. What do I see here? Is it nothing? Is it everything? I feel like it could be anything. Maybe this fragment is part of a ceremony in which the participants break up a photo of a beloved deity so they can better share it with one another. Yes, that must be it. 2 flat sides and a corner. Could this fragment belong in the bottom left position, or does it go up above in the top right spot? No, my gut instinct says bottom left. Sometimes your gut is all you have to go on, and go on you must. We can ask ourselves why this photo was broken into small indiscernible fragments, but perhaps the answer is that there is no answer. It pains me to say that. For those of us who try to make sense of the world, this sort of thing keeps us up at night. Take a look at the strange treasure. Notice the gaps and protrusions. I'm certain they mesh well with something similar, yet different. Maybe this is some sort of key that opens something if you find the piece that makes it whole. Exciting. I'm almost certain one could use these knobs and curbs to connect this fragment with other fragments. But why? What would one accomplish by doing such a thing? Quite puzzling, no? Perhaps the partial picture seen here would become more clear with more fragments. Yes, that must be it. How clever. And though the big picture here remains unclear, the activity itself is clearly quite fun. Okay. Sacred Sphere series. I'm going to get a drink of water before we continue because I need it. It's said that the sacred sphere has the power to make the most deeply held desires come true, more so than any other orb in the Sacred Sphere series. Oh, what greedy wishes must have been wished upon it. Surely the maker of this orb wanted something near unattainable, but who among us hasn't felt such avarice? The sphere is believed to be the patron of family. Parents often implore it to help their children flourish, and who can blame them? Parents treasure their children, who then treasure their own children, and on it goes. Such endless love is a beautiful thing. It's said there's nothing more difficult to understand than the ways of the heart. It is also said the sphere gives the one who holds it the power to read the heart of the one they love. But is that a good idea? I'm not so sure it is. When I stare at the sacred sphere, phrases like fresh start, new life, and clean slate float before my eyes. The sphere of beginnings is revered for its power to open doors and sprout fresh opportunities. It reminds us that a new chapter is always just a page away. Like those of us today, the ancient civilization here prized good health, but it was harder to come by in the olden times. And so this orb became a powerful charm for bringing vitality to young and old alike. Even now, I feel more alive just looking at it. The sphere was painstakingly polished and then hand-painted in the most calming color possible. The deep green here is meant to bring to mind a lush forest, and in doing so, shoo away the stresses of the day. Go on, gaze upon it. As the stress disappears, allow a sense of well-being to take its place. The symbol painted on the surface of this sphere is believed to bring good luck. The inhabitants here were known to rub the orb before beginning a journey or new undertaking. Did this ritual actually bring them good luck? We shall never know, but let us hope it at least brought them comfort. The 8-ball, of course. The inhabitants used this treasure in ancient ceremonies as a way to foster trust in their deities as well as in their friends and family. Knowing that trust was so important to them as it is to us, make me think that perhaps we aren't so different after all. Interesting they went for trust as opposed for, like, game over, because, like, if you... Anyway. Or, like, for, magic, because Magic 8-ball. I don't know. Anyway, I think it would have been fun if we got all the pool balls, but the 8-ball was just the Magic 8-ball, instead of, like, a, pool ball. The sphere is quite unique. That is, it represents the very core, the pillar of the center of every living being. And to keep our pillars strong, this orb bids us do one simple thing: support one another. What a message. It's one for the ages and the whole universe. I think they should have just done 1 through 8, and then not done 9. Because 9 has a stripe, and I feel like I got ripped out of the other ones. So either do 1 through 8, or do all 15. Anyway, behold this sublime sphere. A shape this flawless does not exist in nature, and so, since ancient times, this orb and others like it have been treated as sacred by the civilization here. Each sphere has its own meaning. This one represents truth of the deepest kind. Let's see. What else? All the soulful musician. This calm-like sound generator is all natural. The purity of its percussive tone is irresistible. Clack, clack. Do you have one of those spouses who love to play pranks on you? For example, one who gets a laugh from sneaking up and startling you with a boo? Well, put this on your prank-pulling partner and you'll always know when they are approaching. It's a must-have item for the spouse who wants to have the last laugh. This warning device, worn by ancient guardian deities, would be rung loudly for all to hear when a villager committed a wrongdoing. Anyone who heard it would then immediately fall to the ground, clearing the way for the guardians to pass. Interesting. This great bell has traditionally been rung at the end of each day, each month, and each year. And what a beautiful tone to mark the passage of time. Of course, once one counts up how many times they've rung this bell, that pretty jingle may turn into quite the startling jangle. How is that so much time that's flown by? How is it that so much time has flown by? Ah, what striking tones do play as the wind dances through this silvery treasure. The musical notes that flow from the holes announce the arrival of a breeze, and in doing so they weave a song both sweet and melancholy. It's a sentimental soundtrack, one best suited for a fall afternoon spent contemplating the passing of the seasons. Ambiguous hostile. It seems that something, or more likely some things, lived within the inner cavity of this device. What were these things? What was their purpose? Were they forced to live there together as part of an experiment? Some things are destined to remain unknown. Bounce on the squishy bowl bend to produce an earth-shattering roar, the likes of which you've never heard. Large brass instruments such as this has added volume to band performances. Just don't stand in front of the horn, and if you like your eardrums. Interesting. This device plays a beautiful melody that elicits feeling of nostalgia. There's something so familiar about it, and yet, at the same time, it's completely unknown, mysterious to be sure. This song played on this device is intended to make the listener feel sleepy and yet terrified to fall asleep at the same time. How odd that a piece of music can make you feel like you're staring down a mouthful of razor-sharp teeth. Piranha Plant reference. To feel the excitement of grand adventure, all you need to do is play this device. It seems to sing of heroic tales and captured princesses. I hope one day I'm able to sell these rare treasures to a hero as valiant as these delicate tones. I think that's how you pronounce that. Emperor Whistle. Healing tones are old news. Well, greet the new trend. Super sounds of awakening. Air passing through the inner chamber plays a high note that acts as an acoustic refreshment. Crying when you want to cry, laughing when you want to laugh, acting on your every impulse without worrying about the consequences. Ah, to be a baby again. This treasure elicits feelings of nostalgia for that time and memories of the love and joy a baby can bring. For the longest time, I thought that was a squirt gun, like you would pull the handle back to release the water. Now only do I see it's a rattle. Wow, okay. Amplified amplifier. Your voice is weak. It does not carry. No one notices you. If this is true, then this item is for you. Starting today, you are a gym teacher. You will never be ignored again. Neat. Oral... That's not how you spell it. I guess that is arguments. Right? Okay. Well, need another sip of water because I'm talking a lot. Slip a coin into the mouth of this machine, and in return it will tell you a joke, or so I'm told. But so far, it's only returned silence for every coin I put in. Perhaps it's broken, or perhaps the joke is on me. Monster teeth. What enormous creature could these teeth belong to, and how did it come to part with them? The mind reels to imagine it all, though this much we do know. The straightness and whiteness of the teeth suggested it had access to excellent dental care. Surely such a large brush could be used to scrub a great many things. The mind boggles at the possibilities. Of course, one must use such a powerful tool of cleansing wisely. Think carefully before you proceed. The soft bristles of this brush, how good they feel when scrubbing one's own back, but how easy it is to lose yourself in the feeling. As I say, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Don't be fooled by this brushing device. Knowing enough is enough. False lollipop. What a surprise it is to find that this lollipop offers no flavor at all. The odd protuberance is neither sweet nor savory, and yet, mysteriously, it lures one into sucking on it. Even more surprising, once you have a taste of this flavorless lollipop, you are almost certain to feel so soothed that hours fly by in a satisfied haze. This shape, it is at once familiar and also comforting. Surely this sculpture was erected to remind us that a mother's love is universal. And then, bathing pool. Oh, that's why the dog bowl was right outside the giant dog cave. Anyway, this bathing apparatus is sure to be the envy of all who see it. Though primarily used for delightfully refreshing cold plunges, it can also hold hot water if it's delivered. True, the edges are slippery, but once you're in, it offers hours of carefree splashing. Alright. Soulful Artist series. A lot of series to go over. Red is red, of course, or is it? First, there are many shades of red, and second, even the same shade of red means different things to different individuals. For some, red is a painful fire. For others, it's a warm love. Maybe there's a one-of-a-kind red for us all. This tube of decorative blue goo is sure to inspire creativity in anyone who comes upon it. It should also be a reminder to welcome new colors into your life now and then. Don't get stuck returning to the same old hues over and over again. Go wild. Unleash a new you. Yeah, I have a newfound appreciation for blue Pikmin and purple Pikmin. Anyway, in fortune-telling circles, this is the color of illumination. It has the power to light the path before us, showing us which way to go if we want to better luck in life, and specifically in money-making endeavors. I hope the illumination goo will light my way. Noble goo. What a regal color this is, noble and dignified in hue. It demands a solemn deference from all those who gain them. Deference? deference. Okay. From all who gaze upon it. No wonder it's the color of kings, queens, and other folk of high status. I confess, I yearn to have a coat made of this color myself. Neat. True goo. Some say this hue is the absence of all color. Others say, in fact, it's all colors combined. I, for one, believe both are true. No, I don't know the whys and hows of it, but I do know this color goes nicely with every other color out there, and that must mean something. Yeah. Ambiguous goo. A bit of white, a bit of black. This color has made its home halfway between the two. Some say it's an ambiguous hue that refuses to paint its flag. But maybe it just enjoys living between two ends of the spectrum, enjoying the best of both worlds. So red, blue, yellow, purple, white, and then gray. So these are all the Pikmin colors, and in order... Why do they have blue before yellow? Otherwise it would be in order of introduction. Unbelievable. This color is so charming. Anyone who lays eyes upon it finds their mood improved. Needless to say, it's the go-to hue for painting cheeks and lips when one is in the mood to captivate. Would it work as well if I painted it on my arms? Perhaps I'll try. Refreshing goo. This is neither the color of the sky nor the color of the sea, though it is nearly the color of both. No, as blue hues go, this one is like a cool splash of water on your face, or like a shaved ice on a summer day, or like the calm surface of the swimming pool after my love swam away for the last time. Oh my, I fear I got swept away for a moment there. Neon goo. Like a neon sign blinking at night or a luminous bug flitting across a field at sunset, this color grabs your eye and doesn't let go. But will you follow where it leads? Neon, by its very nature, may lure you toward adventure or danger. Who knows what a goo of this hue has in store for you? That's a fun little rhyme right there. And that's also my cue to drink more water. Stay hydrated. Alright. Lamp of Inspiration. This lamp is the very definition of inspiring. With the figure as a proud woman holding a torch on high, it not only lights up a room with its glow, but lights up the spirits of those who gaze upon it. This charming creature beckons to all who pass by. Come to me, it says. I'm too adorable to resist. Decorated with opulent flourishes, it seems to promise not just friendship, but good fortune as well. On Hakatate, the ancient statue head is almost as popular as the gyroid bust. Oh, gyroid bust from Pikmin 2. What? With her cool goggles and dramatic personality, this statue oozes a mysterious aura, so the competition between the two makes sense. But what's even more mysterious is the figure's missing body. Because I didn't get the gyroid bust in this game. That is interesting. When one comes upon this landmark, one can't help but contemplate many things. First, what is this figure contemplating? Moreover, what should I be contemplating? Open your mind to big questions like these, and you're sure to contemplate great things. Good message. Many have wondered what this statue would have looked like if the artist had completed the work. Would the arms have been folded, held straight out? Might wings have been carved where the arms belong? If only the artist hadn't stopped at such a crucial juncture. Though, I confess, nothing is more fun than guessing when there's no right answer to be found. True. Like, some of the most fun you can have with a game is before the game comes out, just speculating what it's going to be like. But I also avoid that for not getting unrealistic expectations. Anyway, what a device. Push it over, knock it down, kick it aside, and it always bounces back. How it manages to do so remains a mystery. But if ever you're feeling discouraged, give this machine a shove and rejoice in its return to being upright. May it inspire you to do the same. I think it has something to do with like a shift. There must be something inside, right, that shifts position, that pulls it back. I don't know how these things work, actually. Like, I know the concept and I know how they function, but I've never actually questioned how they bounce back up. Anyway, this fossil is all that remains of a heroic giant from ancient times. He was known for showing compassion to not only allies but enemies. As we contemplate his revered vestige, we should let his past benevolence act as a guide for our own behavior today. That's an Easter Island head, I believe. And What do the Eastern Island hens actually represent? I don't know. I've never looked into them. Maybe I should do that after this. This clever contraption is meant to be used when you don't want to reveal your emotions. Stand behind it and it will render any expression on your face unreadable. Its blank eyes and straight lips will keep your innermost feelings safe from prying eyes. This device not only stores but also displays images from the distant past, and there's something about the image frozen on the screen now. The two friendly creatures pictured there are familiar somehow. Try as I might, I can't quite put my finger on it. The newly nostalgic series. This desk features a built-in display, surely used to show important things such as maps and vital statistics. No doubt, many heated discussions have taken place over the matters shown here. One hopes that those who worked and fought at this desk also took breaks for the rest and frivolity. This disc vexes me greatly. I have analyzed it, meditated over it, and even given it a good whack or two, and I still can't decipher its purpose. But drawing upon my rather prodigious treasure knowledge, I surmise that it's either a piece of equipment used for gathering solar energy, or it's a weapon capable of reflecting light at a troublesome beast to scare them off. Quite useful either way. The cross-shaped structure on this device is not only satisfying to press up and down and side to side, but also clearly moves something. Strange to say, but I almost feel as though it's controlling me. But who would be controlling me? I must know who it is. I feel like this would work better with the GameCube controller because you can probably actually play this game with a GameCube controller. Versus you can't play it with an NES controller, and Pikmin didn't even release for the NES. Anyway, spinning memories plank. Spinning, spinning, spinning. These memories are spinning in my head. Or are they memories of spinning itself? Wait, what is happening? I'm starting to believe this mysterious black plank actually contains someone else's memories. Dizzy, strange. This yellow plank, simply marvelous. The text upon it is indecipherable, yet somehow moving. Could it be some sort of story? A story? A masterpiece, I'm sure of it. How exasperating is it not to be able to read it even as it sits right here before me? Oh, it's not moving physically. It's moving as in, like, the story was very moving. Okay. Do you believe in psychic powers? You will once you observe this device's uncanny behavior. That is, it vibrates all on its own. Surely this is proof that telekinesis, or yes, even psychokinesis, exist. God, did it just vibrate again? This egmat object seems designed to connect to something, or maybe to make a connection between two things. But what does it connect to, or whom does it connect? Well, we can all agree that everything is better with connection than without. Can you feel it? The creative energy that flows through this object is undeniable. The color, the curvature, the smoothness to the touch, they light up in the right side of the brain, the side that governs the arts. Infinite imagined possibilities await. Notice how resplendent the blue of this slab is. It's called cobalt blue. The pigment is extracted from an ore renowned for honing one's intuition, intelligence, and reflexes. Yes, the more I gaze upon it, the more advanced I feel myself become. Alright, winged freedom sculpture. Beauty soars to new heights here. This magnificent sculpture captures the form of a white bird gliding through the air. But what does it mean? I say, this isn't just about a bird. This is about freedom. Just look at it. It is freedom itself. Yeah, because it's like the first time they did a controller without wires, isn't it? Okay. Ultra hyper technology. The technology built into these specs is incredible. To begin, there's a filter in each lens that alters the light at the quantum level. Dimensions are converted in the process, and things you couldn't see that were right in front of you are revealed. Eye-opening. The implications of this technology are quite frightening. Not only does it broadcast music played by a musician, but pieces of the musician's own soul. We always knew that they put in their hearts and souls into their songs, but this takes it to a whole new level. I don't actually know what that is. Anyway, to use this mode of transportation, you must stand on the trolley and kick the ground to propel yourself forward. You can also sit on the trolley and push yourself along with your hands. It's more thrilling than riding a typical trolley, but also a lot more work. An incredible invention. These glasses block out things you don't want to see while letting you see the things you do want to see. Is this a healthy way to view the world? I'm not sure it is, but I'm also not here to judge. Fair. And then it should just be the hands of fate. Rolling the stone so that it lands on the specific symbol you want is no easy task. 12 sides is a lot of sides. Why even try? But when you do at last get the symbol you hope for, what a thrill. It's sure to keep you trying again and again. With this many sides, how is this totem not just a sphere? Give it a roll and it seems like it might never stop. And when it does, well, there are so very many numbers it could land on. Does it really matter which one? Best to just go with the flow. Chance totem. This mysterious stone is quite heavy, but once it's rolled, it's relentless in its pursuit of fate. 6 sides and 6 paths await you. Where the roll lands, so goes your life. Now, can you master the work of art that is your fate? Difficult choice totem. This tool can be helpful when one finds oneself faced with an especially hard choice. Simply roll the stone and leave the decision to fate. But when the roll ends abruptly, will you take the decision fate picked for you, or will you wish you decided for yourself? Yeah, that's very true about like using random generation of like, I have 2 options, should, flip a coin, versus like, maybe like after you flip a coin, sometimes I feel like, I just flipped a coin, but maybe I should have molded over more and actually chose, I don't know. Anyway, Talisman of Life. The citizens of this planet once wished upon this luck wafer for a long life. You see, the strange bird pictured there is said to live a very long life. Additionally, the bird seems to be facing a supernova, the final stage of a star's existence. To live for billions of years like I think there should be an A in there. Like star does. One can hardly even imagine it. Starting school, getting a new job, people in ancient times prayed to this luck wafer at moments of big change in their lives. Flowers do bring to mind new beginnings, so it makes sense we all want to blossom, don't we? The ancient people of this planet used this luck wafer during wedding ceremonies. They did so because the moon is the object one stares at when one thinks about someone they love. Or at least, that's what I stare at when I have love on my mind. Alas, at this very moment, I have no one to think about. The ancient people turned to this luck wafer when things weren't going well for them. It served as a reminder that no matter how much it rained, the storm always eventually passed. And the same goes for bad times. These too always blow away on the breeze. I've heard a story about a company that was in decline, but when they hung this wafer above the entry door, their performance shot up from the ashes like a phoenix. Maybe if I hang this picture, it will light a fire under my appraisal business. Yeah, that was kind of a lame message to end on after, like, all of these were really good messages. Anyway, we'll cover Olimar and Louie's stuff another time, because we also have to go over creatures. Took down Louie's comments. So, we should just have a few. First off, the Titan Blowhog versus the Blizzarding Blowhog. Okay. Massive gouts of flame blow out from that gigantic body with astonishing force, enough to make you think of a volcanic eruption. This critter exhibits the power of nature's fury. One can be truly overwhelmed by the sight of the Titan Blowhog's raging torrents of fire. I wonder why it only appeared in the last cave. I mean, it did appear in Olimar's shipwreck tale, but, like, why only in the cave? For story mode. Anyway, what else we got? Titan Toxstool versus the Puffstool. Okay. See how it toddles and bounces on its wee little footsies as it goes for a stroll, scattering extremely toxic spores along the way? This creature is a walking nuisance, but there's an odd kind of charm in that bothersome nature that makes it hard to leave alone. Fair, I think. Then Moss, we don't know the family. Are we gonna know? No, we don't know. Active during night. Ancient Shirehound. A coat that dents and rough like a primeval forest, a stench like a wet canine, and a shockingly toasty body temperature. Clearly a dog in every sense. The long history of dogs being companions we can rely on triggers an instinctive reaction through our entire bodies. If I were left on this planet with this massive cutie, I'd be content. Interesting that Moss comes after this guy. Decanus pertudium. Interesting that it has a very different scientific name. But yeah. That's everything except... Oh, and now it shows all the Candy Pop Bud types. Okay, cool. Is that just a collecting every onion thing, or is that a... I don't know. So of course, we have Olimar and Louie's stuff to read there, but... I want to actually... One last time I want to check. We just have Louie's something hollows. Also, ID badges. Anything new? Not really. Gear and skills. Is it going to... No. Okay. Rescue journal. New captain's diary. Now that so many castaways have been rescued and cured, now that they shower us with words of gratitude, I finally feel like I'm starting to live up to my father's legacy, to the legacy of all my ancestors. And what a reward that is. I'm finally happy to be me. All of that worrying is in the past. As it fades away, I feel so much lighter. Okay. Final one. The heroic rescue of every last castaway on an unknown planet. Surely tales of this incredible undertaking will be told for all eternity. How can I possibly thank Punfood and Ochi? They should be proud of what they achieved. Okay. Does she know that we can read her diary? Okay. Last one. First captain. The surface. We made it at last. Finally, we can begin making a fresh start here on this planet. Of course, it will take many long months and years before what we've built here will be anything like what we once had. But we won't be alone. Our beloved dogs will be by our side as we walk this long, difficult road. So that kind of confirms that these people came from humans and maybe miniaturized themselves. Or that this planet just grew really big. I guess the implications of that are that they brought dogs with them, which, I guess that means that this game is not for cat people, because it's all about dogs, even the final boss. I think they maybe went a bit too hard on the dog stuff, because it just means that the final boss was dogs. Oh, I got careless, at least one seed. Okay. That's the only new thing, it seems. Then, strange juice, beast mud tit, dog's den, cavern for a king. Finally tamed that huge dog thing. Okay. My favorite thing in all of space to eat, but hard to come by. If I did find some, I'd devour them all to my heart's content. I'm just waiting for the right delivery job. This implies that this game takes place before Pikmin 2. It also seems like this game might even actually take place in between Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2. But Pikmin 1 is very different. So I have to wonder how much... Especially since Olimar didn't find treasure in Pikmin 1, but he came back with a treasure in Pikmin 2. It almost makes it seem like this is the true Pikmin 1, and that Pikmin 1 as we know it and that Olimar's Shipwrecked Tale overwrites Pikmin 1, and then Pikmin 1, the game, is that book that he talked about publishing, like, over with his dialogue over there. But, actually, where... Something hollows. Okay. Be sure... Something hollows. Something hollows. Probably none of these. Hectic hollows. There it is. So we need to get him 4 dwarf bulborbs. I guess let's do this and let's see. So let's go for something hollows. But I guess we can just keep playing the game and I guess grind spicy spray if we want to. I really wonder about glow Pikmin still. The one thing about post-game being kind of story related that I don't like is that it makes other part what? Oh, right. Okay, I'm up here. Where is Hectic Hollows? Hectic Hollows, I believe, is this one. Yeah, so we're in the exact opposite side of the map from where we need to be. Have the creatures revive? No, they haven't. I don't necessarily like that. That means that there is a limit to the number of creatures on the overworld unless they just revive after you actually transport their bodies back. No, I don't. Maybe I would have to transport every single creature body back. I don't know. But let's go to Hectic Hollows and let's try to complete Louis' quest. I don't need to... We have the bridge, so we're fine. Let's go to Hectic Hollows. Let's go here. It's suggesting red and ice Pikmin. Sure. Let's just go with what it's suggesting. Purely because we're just here to kill a few dwarf bulborbs. And I believe there's exactly 4 on this sub-level, so we should be fine. Let's just... Let's just do that. They're gonna take him back. We can do that. And there's an ice candy pop out over there. We could do that, but we could also just get the dwarf bulborbs and get out of here. So to do that, I'm actually gonna go around back here and just did they find 4 dwarf bulborbs? We'll continue down. And, we'll just get out of the cave as soon as possible, and we'll see what Loui has for us as a reward. Could take out the guy, but doesn't seem like it's worth it. I wonder if he's gonna make us collect every single enemy type. That would be horrible. That would be painful, and I would not like it. But we got the 4 dwarf bulborbs. Nothing really happened. Unfortunately, I have to turn in this quest before I can know what his second request for food is. Maybe we have to go to every single cave in the game. This feels like something where maybe you'd want to not do 100% completion before beating the game, so then you can be completing areas as you're also taking on Louis' requests. It doesn't matter really. You can just take all our Pikmin and we'll just end the day. Because I just want to go turn in that quest for Loui. I wonder if you can max out your Sparklium. Well, you can obviously max out your Sparklium, but I mean, like, I wonder if you get anything for maxing out the count. I mean, and it would be really lengthy to do. Another thing I want to try is refighting the boss, but I can final boss, but I can probably do that on my own time. I want to at least see where this quest line with Loui goes, though. So that's fine. Probably, I believe that giant dog thing has been living alone all this time. Seems that way. Color is evidence it's been on this planet for a while. I wonder if it ever got lonely hiding out in its cave deep within the forest. Too, but I'm sure living alongside Loui give it a bit of hope and joy. No one could be lonely with a bond like that to hold on to. I'm hungry. Based on what I know about Loui, I find that hard to believe. Yeah, okay. So let's go turn in Louie's quest. And I should have made a copy of my completed file so I could just return, but whatever. Loui. Got the grub, huh? Take this. Okay. Go get more ingredients. Still missing some. Two yellow lollipops. Okay. Where can I find them? Blah blah courtyard. Okay. Let's go to blah blah courtyard. Ready to explore. Is secluded courtyard. So let's go to blah blah courtyard. Secluded courtyard. So it seems like he's gonna have us go to one cave in each area to get him an enemy to feast on. But where's secluded courtyard again? I'll have to check the map. I think I know which one it is. I probably don't even have to... Well, actually, I might have to go to these specific caves because... But is this secluded courtyard? No. Where was it? Was it this one? Yeah, okay. So, let's go do that one. It's faster to go over here. And we can just go on up here. And secluded courtyard is right over here. Alright. I don't remember what sub-level they appear on. So, we're just going to go in with all our Pikmin, and if we can't find them on a floor, we can always head to the exit, like pretty much immediately, because we already cleared these caves. So, I hope there's something special for doing this with Loui, but at the same time, I kind of doubt that there is. Also, there's no blue candy pop bud. So, don't come in here with 100 Pikmin if you haven't already cleared it, I guess. Let's head down to sub-level 2. Caves. Candy pop buds. All this stuff we already know because we already beat the game, but I have nothing else but to cycle through these. Because I'm just waiting for the thing to load. Okay. Yellow candy pop bud, surprisingly, as opposed to, you know... Oh, I didn't remember there being one of you over here. But the traps are all taken care of, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wonder why there's a yellow candy pop bud as opposed to a blue one. There's an anode dweevil. We're gonna... Well, if worst comes to worst, we can just have Ochi carry it. Okay. Ochi, you take it on. Take it down. Take it down, boy. Take it down. Okay. Okay, and then Ochi, go get it. No, Ochi, we can use that, sure, but, like, go get the Wally Hop. Okay. Then I have to go back around this way, because, that's just how it works. Was that, Ochi? Okay. Find the 2 yellow Wally Hops. So now, we're just gonna keep going down through the cave to make sure it doesn't, like, not count it just because we exited using the, ship. Don't worry about gathering Pikmin, numbered gates, investigating caves. I guess in the final video, I could theoretically edit all this out. And, you know, whatnot. I could theoretically edit all this gathering stuff out and just go to the me turning in all the quests. But, why do that? Please don't tell me I have to fight the boss again. If I do, I will be mad. But then again, there wouldn't be any other way to refight some of these bosses aside from, like, a couple challenge stages. Do have to re-go around. But the gate is open, so I think I can just, you know, go past the boss. So I think that's a decent compromise. Anyway, no one rescued. Creatures. Okay. Let's end the day then and go back to the rescue command post, of course. And I don't know, I don't usually actually cut anything from videos, but I feel like this might be the exception, because it's a lot of me running around. Okay, and now let's just end day. Because we got our bounty, so we should only have 6 of these if all this is correct. I do want to, I would probably just go for a whole squad of purple Pikmin against the final boss if I fought him again. Because then I'd spawn in at level 19 and just deal with all his shenanigans from there. Creatures, okay, whatever. Nothing new. We did it, we rescued. Mission complete, great work. Feel 3, no doubt. Everyone's just congratulating us. Okay, let's go turn in the side quest. I wonder if anything special happens on, like, once you reach a certain day count. You got the grub. Take this. Just 20 again. Go get more. Peckish Aristocrab. Well, I don't know where to find that. That isn't on the surface. Fit for a feast. Resort place. Right? Well, I know where that is. Consider your mission. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, we need side quests. Sort place, just double checking. Wait. Right, he doesn't give us the actual thing. Hold on. Then I want to double check. Catch them at that resort place. Okay. Then, yeah. It's Seafloor Resort, which is still, which I believe is, Yeah, it's that one that I'm thinking of. Anyway, we're going for the beach. Once we get to the beach, we're going to go to the resort place, and then we're going to... The one thing I wish is that treasures appeared in a random order so that you could get the lineup thing before beating the game. Though, I guess, again, you could just get musical treasures and not fully 100% the game, so that way there's an actual reason to use the lineup thing. But, yeah. This should be the resort. We're looking for a peckish aristocrab. I don't think there are any on sub-level 1. Is that... But I don't want to have to go back in here if there are some on sub-level 1 that I missed. So, let's just go to the resort place. We'll reappear. Sub-level 100. Numbered gate. Okay. Resort place. Any? No. No peckish aristocrats. Okay. Sub-level 2. Based on episode length alone, I think I'm gonna have to start cutting out some of the, this episode can go long. It's a bonus episode. So... I don't think I need to cut this out. It's a bonus episode. If you want to get bonuses, tune into the episode. Now, I want to actually separate my Pikmin. I want to go in with only blue Pikmin so that I don't accidentally freeze this guy when I rush him. Okay. This guy only weighs 7? Okay. He wants a frog, some sort of dog insect thing, a crab. What could he be making with all this? But this crab is also, you know, an onion crab thing, so let's remember that. There's a greater spotted jelly float. As soon as they go in, okay, got the peckish aristocrab, so let's go till we reach the final sublevel. Yeah. Now I kind of wish I didn't do 100% so that I still had some game to play, but all I have left to do is just finish up Louie's side quests. Now, I need to go to the, final floor and then use the fan to get out. Okay. Seafloor Resort, sub-level 4. Getting really close. Close to done. After this, we'll be hopefully halfway through Louie's side quest. Hopefully he doesn't, like, have one for every cave and it's just going randomly. But so far it seems like one cave per area, so it seems appropriate. And it seems like he's using enemies that can definitely be found on the surface, but that, like, you know, you can't obviously get them from the surface because he wants their bodies, of course. We still seem to be draining them of their sparklium, so sparklium doesn't seem to have an impact on flavor and stuff. Or maybe it's a case of, like, the sparklium would get removed when it cooks anyway. I don't know. Or maybe the food just doesn't have energy in it anymore, but it does still taste, you know, good or something. I don't know. Anyway, Let's just end day. Let's skip. Then the one thing is I wish we could have more than 3 Pikmin types out, at least as like a post game reward. Like after you beat the final boss, let us have more than 3 Pikmin types. Because I would like to just get a squad of every Pikmin type in the game all together to be like, you know, not for the final boss, but just like to take them out around base, you know, and just see all my Pikmin types together. Anyway, nothing new. Any interesting dialogue? Um, interesting. Alright. So, okay. Let's, go check in with Loui. Alright. Find one. Go get more. Fiery Bull Blacks. I know where I can get one of those. Right? Is he gonna recommend the place that he recommends? Something the Beast. So, the Beast. No. That's Beast. Is there anywhere else that's named Beast that he's referring to? Okay. The Beast versus of Beasts. Okay. And it makes more sense of Giant's Hearth, I guess, to go do that. I don't know. Okay. Let's go to the Cradle of the Beast. Unfortunately, I have no way of knowing what sublevel it's on in Cradle of the Beast. But I can try to find out. The one thing about Pikmin 4 is that before this, like, there was always a reason to go back to Pikmin 1, always a reason to go back to Pikmin 2, and always a reason to go back to Pikmin 3. But with Pikmin 4, I feel like the only game that there's a reason to go back to is really Pikmin 1. Or Pikmin 2 if you're down for insane difficulty. I believe the Beast is over here. Yeah. So I don't think, I don't know, like, I just don't feel like, okay, I don't know, I don't feel like there's a reason to go back to Pikmin 2, because this game does caves better, in my opinion, and does, like, exploration better. Pikmin 3, mission mode, you can definitely go back to mission mode, because this game's missions, it does have them, but Pikmin 3 just has more, and in my opinion, they're better. So, but, okay, yeah, so, like, I feel like there's still a reason to go back to Pikmin 1, but I don't really feel the same about Pikmin, 2, and even Pikmin 3, unless it's for the missions and the fact that Pikmin 3 has more missions in general. But I think the Ice Pikmin also add a unique flair to missions that, you know, Pikmin 3 doesn't have with its Pikmin types. Like, Ice Pikmin increase, you know, make missions more dynamic. Do you use them to hold open shortcuts? Actually, that was kind of what Wing Pikmin did with Bamboo Gates, but now in this game, Bamboo Gates are gone. I guess because Ice Pikmin exist. But, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think, but Pikmin 2, it has its challenges. I haven't attempted them in full, but, it does have them. I guess, let's have Ochi go through there, and then let's go through here. Let's go up here. Let's go down the hole. I forget how many sublevels this cave has. Pikmin 1 has its 30-day time limit, and it's the oldest, so that's a good enough reason to go back. But Pikmin 2, this game just does caves better, and it has more Pikmin types, and it's just like everything, compared to Pikmin 2, in my opinion. But Pikmin 2, of course, will still have its fans, so I can't, stop that, but, and Pikmin 3, again, it has a time limit, even if it's not a strict one. Also, Pikmin 3, I feel like, is better for speedrunning, like getting everything done in a single day, versus this game, which is more explorer, get 100%, like, Pikmin 3 is like, how fast can you beat the game? This game is more like, yeah, how fast can you beat it, but also, like, it's a lot more focused on collecting everything, like Pikmin 2 is. But I think it does it so much better than Pikmin 2 that, Pikmin 2, I, don't feel a reason to go back to. But to some extent, because the mechanics in this game are so good, I also don't feel a reason to go back to past Pikmin games, because they'll probably be, a lot more, buggy, and, like, Pikmin will be tripping and stuff. And, like, I can get past that and play that, but it's like, if I ever just want to play Pikmin, I'd probably play Pikmin 4, because it's the most refined game. Though there are some aspects of, like, 1 and 3 that I probably prefer to this game, but definitely not 2. 2 has, like, nothing going for it, like, in my opinion. I know there are people who like it, but this game just does caves better. It does purple and white Pikmin better, everything is, anyway, also, looking at the map of this whole region we've explored, I really wonder, maybe that's a village, and that's why there are multiple houses, but are those multiple houses? Maybe, I don't know. I'm really looking at this map of this region we explored, and, I'm trying to make out, like, where it is in the world. Anyway, but yeah, Pikmin 2, I feel like this game does caves better. It does the various Pikmin types being better balanced. The one thing that this game doesn't have is insane difficulty, unlike Pikmin 2. But this game, I think, has more enemy variety, better difficulty progression, and more stuff to do in general, than even Pikmin 2. One giant bread bug. Well, let me guess. You're gonna have me go to the one place that actually has giant bread bugs. Insert word here, palace. I think they're, if we look at them, is there another palace? I don't see one, except for, Plunder Palace. So, let's go to Plunder Palace, and let's go get the giant bread bug. Here's Hideaway. Is Moss still gonna be here? That's one of the things that I wanted to come back here for. Moss can't possibly be here. Maybe it's better to just go straight for unlocking the safe, so that, and beating the game technically, so that way at least Moss isn't here you know, sweeping up all your Pikmin. I don't know. Another thing I like about Pikmin 3 more than this game is just the onion. Yes, when all the onions are combined like that, it's cool, but I think Pikmin 3 did it better where it's like pulsating with all the colors of the rainbow. Plunder Palace is up there. So, this game just has this area just has Plunder Palace, Doppelganger's Den, and Frozen Inferno as caves, and then one challenge and one combat. Versus other areas which have like 4 caves and then like 2 challenges. And so this area is technically smaller than the rest in terms of like caves, but I feel like it's bigger in like how it has a bunch of just, you know, stuff. I know the giant bread bugs are only gonna be on the last floor. So we're just gonna go straight for the last floor. So let's get the giant bread bug, and hopefully he doesn't want anything from the thicket, because I don't want to have to go back to the thicket. But, you know, I don't know. There are things I like about Pikmin 3 more. I like that you get the onions with the Pikmin types, but at the same time I also like that you have to get the various can I just put all my guys on top of you? Can I please? Okay. And then he just rushes them, and he doesn't actually damage them. So, or, you know, hurt them. If I can just land a single purple, he can do some damage. Then, get one on top of him, and they should stop glitching out the game. Or I guess it's not really a glitch so much as just the AI being... No, that's probably a glitch. And you can flatten even a bullbear. Can you not flatten a bullbear? Or even... No, the purple Pikmin actually have one weakness. They can't flatten dwarf bulbos. Well... I actually want the other one. Just toss a bunch of rock Pikmin at it. Hopefully the problem solves itself. Took out the giant bread bug. And, now... let's, I think we just needed one, but let's grab the other one, too. Okay. So, now we can just smash it, and... let's also grab all the materials, because we can... Okay, and then let's get out of here. Guess we have this nectar, so... Oh, wait, we have this thing. So I guess that means all of them are flowers. Okay. But, I mean, it's a cool reward for getting all the musical treasures, but it's like... But I guess it's like... I feel like that should be a purchasable upgrade. If anything should be a reward for collecting all the treasure, I wouldn't have made it all the musical treasures, or I would have made all the musical treasures available earlier. But even still, I would have made that swarming feature, like, purchasable in the shop, and then I would have made, like, I don't know, something useful but not as significant like the reward. Like, for collecting all treasures, maybe you could get, like, maybe that would inspire Russ or whatever to work on the, plucking whistle or whatever. You know. Though having the plucking whistle before even beating the game is very useful. Whatever, now let's just end day, go back to Loui, and see if he gives us anything different, or if this is just another way to pad out your sparklium, or raw material counter. It's weird because, like, the raw materials look like what you would think, like, sparklium would look like, but they aren't sparklium. And it's two words, it's raw material versus, like, just material. I guess you could just call it material. You wouldn't want to call it the raw counter, but you could call it the material, count. Okay. I'm betting, though, that he's probably going to make us go to the thicket. Even so, it's fine. Glow Pikmin-y things. What? Back at my home. Glow. What? Oh, okay. Yanni, interesting. Anyway. Let's just, day 51. Let's hop on Ochi. Let's get up here where Loui is. Let's talk to Loui. Got the grub. Then take this. 20 raw material. Go get more. Still missing. Sovereign Bullblacks. Where can... I know where I can find a Sovereign Bullblacks, but please don't tell me. The Giant Dog's Den, and we don't know what the reward is. This is what we've been waiting for. Okay. Let's go to the Primordial Thicket. You can find every type of Pikmin here except rock, which I think is silly. But I'm surprised they didn't give us rock or wing Pikmin for the final fight. Like, they found a way to work it in Pikmin 3, but whatever. I wonder if the final fight is also, like, randomized, too. That would be interesting. Okay, now I need to remember the order at which the bosses appear in the thing. The Emperor Bullblaxes were on floor 5, but we need a Sovereign Bullblax. Floor 6 was Rest. Floor 7 was Blowhogs. Floor 8 was Scorpion thing. Floor 11 was the Toady Bloister things. Floor... Oh, I missed the path. Missed the path. Okay. Floor... Okay. Floor 11 was the Bloister things. Floor 12 was Rest. Floor 13... Well, it's not floor 19. This was probably it. Probably. If it's not, floor 19's a rest floor anyway. So, and this time, since it's actually a lethal foe, we're going to go in with a squad of only purples. Because, it doesn't matter. We just need to feed it like a bomb rock and sick our purples on it. Yeah, this is the floor. Okay, I have a good memory. Someone act as bait. I said someone act as bait. Okay. Let's also get out our bomb rock. So that way we're actually ready. Okay. We lost a few. But we also defeated it. And we got back some bomb rocks and stuff. Is that for the Pikmin that were ingested? Oh, Ochi. Ochi can take it. Alright, Ochi's gonna go and take back our Sovereign Bull Blacks. I mean, that's a cool way to do, like, the full-sized Emperor Bull Blacks. I love making the Pikmin dance around me. It's actually really fun. Anyway, got one. I don't know anywhere else underground where you could get one. I know there are places. There's a place, the Giant's Hearth or whatever, right? Above ground where you can get a Sovereign Bull Blacks, but below ground, not so sure. Again, I really wish that the Farlick continued to give you more maximum Pikmin even after you maxed out your total, maxed it out to 100. Like, I really... Do you still want to... Yes, I got my thing that I need, so let's do that. Lost 5 purples. Should have realized that I needed to actually throw the bomb rock, but still, at least I only used 1 bomb rock in comparison because purples are OP. They are still OP. Red Pikmin, I think, do the same amount of damage, but purple Pikmin just carry more weight and they lock on to things better. I don't know. Like, rock Pikmin, I think, could be OP, but if you got them, but only, like, if you got them early game, when enemies are very weak anyway. And that's purely because most enemies in the late game have ways to keep you from just throwing rocks at them, versus, you know, early game, they don't have as many defense mechanisms for that. I think Rock and Wing Pikmin don't get too many chances to shine in this game. Like White Pikmin, Ice Pikmin, Blue Pikmin, Yellow Pikmin, and Red Pikmin, all of their hazards, and Purple Pikmin are still overpowered. But at least Winged Pikmin have the stuff to carry over gaps. Rock Pikmin feel like they're only brought when necessary. Even during the final boss, they didn't give you Rock Pikmin before the fight. So... As much as I love Rock Pikmin, I think they're probably the least useful in this game. Not particularly. Restorative effects. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully this is the last one, because the reward is question mark, question mark, question mark. And I presume that means that it's gonna be nothing. Because if it is something, I find it weird that they would lock it behind Louie's quest. But then again, you know, I guess they intend for you to just do the story and not 100% everything. Have this. Extra hand? Whoa, that seems... What does that do? Feast for supper is going to be good night. Okay. Gear and skills. Extra hand. I hear you only carry the same amount. Oh. I can just carry stuff? Okay, I gotta try this out. Hold on. Hold on. Ochi, stay... No. No. Okay. Let's... I can't even take out a single pellet posy, but by doing all of Louie's quests, I can hit A, and I can come over here, and I can carry it to the onion. Oh my god. That's pretty amazing, my guy. I can just straight up carry. I can carry a pellet to an onion. And it'll just go. it just did the thing. Oh my god. Well, I guess we still have the Piclopedia and Treasure Hoard to read for Olimar and Louie, but to be honest, my voice is kind of tired. So I could read it on camera, but I could also just read it myself, or I could make a second extra video because we're going to be doing that next time. But for now, my name has been and will be tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that and the day after that, and it always will be Pun Food. I would say that the reward from Louie is useful, but to be honest, I think it's just barely useful enough where it still counts as a joke reward, and I love that.